I've had a problem in Dynamics CRM that I've been trying to solve with out-of-the-box functionality. And frankly, I didn't find a way to do it until I came up with an idea. The problem is that from time to time I have a small group of contacts that I want to include in a list that I can then do an email merge on. Now I've got several thousand contacts in my CRM system, and I sometimes just want to select maybe 3, 4, 5 contacts I want to send an email message to. Well, I found an easy way to do it, and this is what I did. I add a customized field to my contact record. It's a Boolean value. It selects either no or yes. I called it QuickList. Then I created a view that just looked at those contact records that were selected as being on the QuickList. And then I created a workflow to change those values back to their original state. So let's take a look at what I did. First of all, I added the customized field to the contact record. Let's open up a contact here. And you can see the customized field down here. And if I want to include this particular contact in my QuickList, I just merely change the value to yes. I save it. And then I find maybe there's another contact I want to include that list as well. I can scroll down here, find that contact, open that contact up, click the QuickList value to yes, and save that. Now I've got 2 contacts that I've included in my QuickList that I want to see. So the way to look at that is I created a view that looks at the QuickList, and these are the 2 contacts for whom I set the QuickList value to yes. Now that I have my list, I can easily do a quick campaign from here. And this is the reason that I use it, is I want to do a quick email campaign to a small group of people. It allows me to easily do this. And then to wrap this up, what I wanted to do was change those values back to the original value, which was no. I could go into each contact record and do that, but what I decided to do was to create a workflow that would do it for me. So let's take a look at that workflow. Go to my workflow area. I've got this workflow right here that I created. It's very simple. What it does is it acts on the contact record and it updates that record. You can see that I set it up as an on-demand type workflow, but I also left it as an automatic one. So when I add a new contact, that value will be set to no. So let's take a look at what this workflow does. Hit View Properties. It's going to bring up the contact record, and all I'm doing is I'm changing this QuickList value to no. It's a very simple workflow, but it works very well. So let's see it in action. So I'm going to close this and go back to my view. Here's my view here. I've got my 2 contacts, the ones that I've selected. Now I am done with that. I've done my email merge, and all I want to do is return the value back to no. So I'll select all the contacts in that view and then run the workflow. Here's the workflow right here. Just hit OK. And then we'll wait for the system to respond, and then we can refresh the view and we'll see what happens. So the workflow has had time to run, so we'll just refresh that view. You'll see that the QuickList is now empty. This turned out to be an easy way for me to solve my little problem that I had. I had a number of contacts I want to include in a QuickList, a list to send out an email merge, and then that list goes away. This is an easy way to do it. If you haven't tried a little customization or a little workflow, this is a really good first step to take a look at that.